Pixar movies are always targeting everyone in the sense that when we're making them, when we're talking about them there, we're always saying we're making films for ourselves, for us and our families. And for me, I have kids, and sometimes I would take them when they were littler to movies that weren't for me, and I didn't enjoy them as much. But our goal here is always that there's a story that really children can resonate with, but also adults. So hopefully this is a film for everyone.
You okay?
I'm trying to get abducted by aliens. There's signs I'm supposed to be up there. This mole is the exact shape of the Orion Nebula.
I had worked with Adrian on Coco, and they, at Pixar, the way we pick the next film is we're asked people to pitch ideas. And so one day, Adrian had this funny idea of what if the world's weirdest 11-year-old was accidentally abducted and, mistaken as the leader of Earth in space. And you're always talking about ideas, but for this one, immediately people started laughing and people started drawing ideas. And so that was the one that we decided to go with.
I'm Questa, leader of GOM.
Helix, leader of Aluminum.
And you're the leader of?
Earth?
Hear that, everyone? It's the leader of Earth.
Wow. Well, originally we had pitched a lot more aliens, to be honest, many, many more species. But then each of those, we really also wanted them to be different. So sometimes we've talked about in old sci-fi movies, it would feel like it's just a guy in an alien suit and bipedal, walking with 2 feet. We didn't want that. So we had all of these amazing aliens. We were very excited. But then we started to realize each alien would have to have its own rig created and animation. It was just too much. So we ended up actually bringing it down by quite a bit. There's still a large variety, but we got rid of a lot of them. What were the weirdest one that we got rid of? I think just a lot that looked like insects, or there's one that's kind of like a design, kind of like we have one that's ink face, but another one that had a weird design. It was just like a one surface with design that didn't make it in. There's so many Easter eggs. I love Easter eggs. And so I'm always asking, well, if anyone has an idea, I'm like, yes, Easter eggs. I don't want to ruin them all. But yeah, one fun one is that, Domi and Maddie were the directors finishing the film. And oftentimes we're all in the same building, but we're running around from different meetings. So you're like, where's Domi? Where's Maddie? And people started saying, where's Domad, to combine their names. So if you look at the radio on the beach, the radio name is Domad. And even the design of when you zoom out and he's on the sand, part of that is based on the map of Pixar of the amphitheater. I could keep going, but the rest we'll let you guys find. I wish we had done more and traveled in space and met aliens, but we didn't. We did go to some Air Force bases in Northern California, and we talked to pilots that actually do flights that go outside the atmosphere. We worked with the SETI organization and talked about some of their research. We went to museums. We also had 2 astronauts, former astronauts, who helped us with some of the third act, where we actually are flying through space. And then our team actually did some fun technical research where they actually were able to set the stars in the movie to accurately the stars. So when you see Elio at home on Earth, he's looking at the stars as we see them from Northern California. And as you see him in the Communiverse, if he looks up at the stars, those are the actual stars from the Helix Nebula, which is an actual place in space. Wow, that's a hard. How many? Four. Well, of course, Elio is definitely up there. Coco, Coco is an amazing film. I'm proud to have worked on. And then as a fan, before I even worked at Pixar, I would say Nemo and Up and Incredibles. I don't know if I can just do 4. I think it would be Elastigirl.
You know what's crazy, right? To help my family, I gotta leave it. To fix the law, I gotta break it.
And just to be a super hero. And I love I love Holly Hunter, so I'd have her voice too if I could work that out. So yeah, I'll go with Elastigirl. If you work at Pixar, you have to have a tough skin, because one of the goals there is to have really open criticism about the film. So you as a team shared the film with a big group of the studio and the Brain Trust kind of every 3 to 4 months. And then there is a sit-down meeting where people will give you feedback and criticism. And sometimes it's difficult. This is something you're really working hard on. You want everyone to like it. But everyone is very respectful in giving that criticism. We also share the film kind of early working version with outside preview audiences. We get that feedback. So it's a very open atmosphere, and everyone is really supportive. We try to take it in, see what resonates with us, and use this as an opportunity to make the film better. I don't know a lot about it personally, to be honest. For me at work, Pixar is one of the few places that everyone's working under one roof. We work in Emeryville. Everyone on the film is working there. And the way we approach film is that we're really about resonant, authentic storytelling. And for me, those stories matter the most when it's talking about something about being human, right? And I love to be in a theater where I feel surprise or feel empathy for those characters. And so each frame of this film has been poured over by many teams at Pixar, story artists, animators, other technical artists. So each thing is handcrafted, and you can see in the detail of the frames of film how many people are touching it. So that's how we work at Pixar. We rely on that team making that film by hand. I believe there is life out there. I think for me, growing up on these sci-fi movies that I love, you always wonder, and then doing a deeper dive on this film, really learning about all the latest research about the universe, how vast and amazing it is, and just the number of planets that they know are out there that could sustain life. It just starts to become unreasonable, just a math problem of that we're the only ones. What kind of life, or if we'll reach them in my lifetime, I don't know. But I do think that, like Elio, I believe that life is out there.
See us waving from such great heights, come down now.